everyone, this is Ada. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my bedroom. Like I said, I did my handbag video the week before, so today I'm doing my small leather goods, and I decided to do my small leather goods but include also my costume jewelry from Chanel and my scarves and bandeaus from Louis Vuitton and Burberry and everything. So I will start from this side on with this tall tree bag. This tall tree bag I've had for years and years. It is actually amazing. It's the King tall tree. I think originally it started in the men's section of Louis Vuitton, and now they've moved it, well, they moved it to the ladies section years ago. But when I bought this, it was in Brisbane, I think. I was trying to decide. The only thing I don't like is this part, but you sort of get used to it. So it's got the wipe down interior, but I just use this and I take this every time I travel, and this was well and truly worth the money. So I'm just going to put them there to the side. The next is, we'll start with wallets. So I have this wallet which I absolutely adored from Louis Vuitton. Bought it in Brisbane with my sales associate Antoine, who's now gone, and he did try and warn me. This is the empreinte leather. This is the perfect wallet for a large wallet. I know now we're all onto the small wallets because we've got small handbags, but I use this for many years, and the disadvantage of this is it gets too dirty. I've tried to wipe it over. Someone said get a rubber, which does help, but this has been the perfect wallet for a big wallet. I've just stopped using it now because I just don't want it to get any more dirtier, and obviously we're onto small bags, but when I think big bags are going to come back into fashion again, I will start using it. But it's a perfect wallet because it has all these things in here for your cards. It also has this bit you can take out, and this one is a bit cleaner than the internals, and I used to take that at night time. I used to take that in my bag if I didn't want to take much. So I love this wallet. I just wish that I had listened and probably got it in a black, or I think there was like an eggplant purple color. Love that. My next wallet, which I hardly use, is from Chloe. I got this on my second trip to New York when I bought my first Louis Vuitton bag. I think I might have got it at one of the department stores over there. Can't remember which one it was, but I love it. This is like the Marcy bag. I don't know what you call it, but I call it the Marcy wallet. It's in the tan. She is a beautiful wallet, but the thing, once again, she's a large wallet. But what I find about this wallet is the leather is so soft that when you try and open it up, it just is a bit hard. You can see there's a few marks on it there because it is so soft. But once again, a really, really beautiful wallet with the stitching here. The next wallet I have, I think this was called the Insulet wallet from Louis Vuitton, and I got this in Melbourne. When I think of this wallet, it's pretty much a hopeless wallet. Well, I shouldn't say that because it has lots of compartments, but the only thing with this wallet, some of the cards would fall out. I think the slots are a bit loose. I would never part with this because I love this so much, because it is, I mean, the screen printing on this and all the different colors of the multi-colors, is that what you call it? Multi-color pieces? I can't remember what it's called, but it's just beautiful. I used to hate this print, hated it. But when I found out the workmanship and how it was all hand printed or screen printed on this, I really fell in love with it. And I think the other thing I fell in love with is the color inside. So these to me are just collector pieces now. My Chanel wallet, so I got this in Brisbane. I think it was my birthday or Mother's Day, can't remember. I get a lot for my birthday or Mother's Day. I have used this wallet and used this wallet. I'm just taking a rest at the moment. I'm using a smaller wallet. So this is my, I think it was called the French purse, or the French wallet. So she is such good quality. She has the what do you call that, compartment on the back there, little pouch. And she is just beautiful. I mean, the quality of this wallet has really been fantastic. I've had her for quite a few years, and she is in really good condition. Highly recommend that if you're after a wallet. I don't know if they still make it, but obviously Chanel will have something very similar. Where next? My poor zippy wallet, not in good condition. The lighter Burnie leather just does not age. It has color transfer on it, but I did use this for quite a while when I wanted a coin purse. I wanted a smaller wallet, so I've really got my money's worth. I'm the sort of person is you can't be too precious with your things. You must use them. And talking about small leather goods, I went through a stage where I was buying all these small leather goods because, well, they weren't as expensive as a bag, and I thought I needed them. I didn't really need them. I've stopped buying a lot of small leather goods because I just don't think that they're worth the money, to be honest. Will I still get maybe another small wallet, maybe from Chanel or Dior one day? Maybe. But I sort of slowed down on the small leather goods because I just think I've got enough. So, where do I go from here? We might talk about the key clays. That's what reminded me about the small leather goods. I went through a stage where I bought all these there's another one, all these key clays. So that one I don't regret. That one, once again, is a collector's piece. I think it's more practical than the others because it has that pouch at the back there. It is just beautiful, and I have used this a bit. I am hesitant to use these pieces a lot now because you can't get hold of them unless you want to go to the pre-loved market because they're just so beautiful, and this print actually makes me really happy, even though I didn't like it at first, but I actually love it now. There's some talk about them bringing out this you know, multicolored pieces again. I don't know how true it is, but I think if they did, it would do well. I certainly would buy another piece because I just think it's a very special piece. It's like a work of art to me. So I have that one. I have this one, which I bought separately. I have the handbag in the Neverfull in this, but I bought this separately. This is another, it's larger than the normal key clays. So that one I haven't used a lot, but really glad to have that in my collection as well. Now these ones, what I should have done is just stuck to one print. So what I decided to do is that I was going to use one of them all the time, and keep the other ones in more pristine condition. I don't know, you know, I'll never sell them, so I don't know why I'm doing that, but I've got that one, which is the Damier Ebene print, which is in really good condition because I've hardly used her. I have this one, which, you know, the white print, the Damier Azur, does get dirty, so she's in really good condition. I've probably only used her I don't know, 3 or 4 times, maybe half a dozen times. And this one has been caned. This one I have used, you can see I'm using it at the moment with my key fob in, my keys from my unit, and I use this for coins. So this one, and I did use it with my car keys at one stage. I used to have my car keys on it and just have it in my car, my handbag all the time. But you know, it's probably held up pretty well. I mean, all this is starting to go, the LV there, but you know, if you want to start a collection, these probably are worth it, but just don't go overboard with them. So that's that. Then I needed a business card holder, so I got this. Now this Burnie leather has aged a lot better, because even though you can see fingerprints on it, the dark Burnie leather does not show the color transfer like the lighter one, as you can see there. Big difference. So this is this was a good one to buy. I don't use it anymore. I should put some of my you know, shopping cards or whatever in that, but don't use that one anymore. I forgot my wallet. This is another wallet from Louis Vuitton. This is probably the last small leather good I have bought from Louis Vuitton in Brisbane. This was a Mother's Day as well. I think I got a handbag. This is a great wallet. I definitely would buy that. I probably would buy it again in another leather. So wears quite well. Some people have had trouble with the glazing. Mine looks fine, and like I said, I'm a person, you have to use these things. If they get a bit bashed around, so be it. They are still really good quality, and you know, life is to be lived, and you need to enjoy your pieces. The next piece I have, which I think this is the 6 key ring holder. This has my car keys in it. I did get it stamped with my name on it, but all these car fobs today are so large. but I don't mind. I don't use it for any other keys, so I just pop that back up there. I've had no trouble with the gold hardware on it. It's a little bit tarnished, but not much. Considering I just throw it in my bag, it's done very well with that. My little agenda, I used this for years and years, and I still use it. I'm not using it this year. What I do is some years I just use it for notes, or I just have all my cards in it. It's just been thrown in at the moment. I actually used it last year for a diary. This year I just really didn't want to spend the money on the infills from Louis Vuitton. You can get other refills that are cheaper, but Filofax I think has cheaper ones. I'm using another diary at the moment, but I will use this again. And she's just so sweet to put in your handbag. So the idea for me this year was to get some note paper and put in this, and I still haven't done that. So that one. This is the tiny pen I got to go with that. I bought this at a separate time. I think I have a video on how guilty I felt with this little pen. So this little pen was $300 and something, I think. And I've used her. I just bought a refill. I need to put the refill in, so that's why I'm not using her at the moment. She fits perfectly in these little agendas. So that. This is another item I have used and used. This would have to be one of the best small leather goods, even though it's canvas, that I have in my collection. I love this. Some of the glazing has started going there, but I have had this for years and years, and I have just abused it and used it. Would highly recommend this, and I'll just keep using this to put your glasses in, throw it in a bag. Well worth it. Okay, where next? Okay, my little Prada. Now, I bought this piece in Melbourne, and I thought at the time, what a waste of money. But I fell in love with it. But it turns out that I have just... Let me just tell you, when I first bought it, I hardly used it at all. The credit cards wouldn't fit in it. It was an odd size. I didn't need it for coin purses. Then I moved into the inner city with, with Peter and my puppy dog, and I have 2 puppy dogs now. And I started using it for, I've got another. I started using it for dog bags, for coins. I would have it with me when I went to the dog park. I would have my keys on it. I just decided to give it a rest because at the moment I'm using a wallet on a chain from Gucci, and it doesn't really fit in there as well. I went back to using this baby. But sometimes I think you buy things that aren't very practical for your life, but then your lifestyle changes. And so this became a piece, and it's really dirty. It needs a clean. It's starting to wear on the edges, but this is a piece that I have used for the last, we've been here now nearly 2 years in our unit. I have used that nearly for 2 years. I just gave it a rest recently when I got my wallet on chain. So I'm really, really happy with that, and I will pull that out again and use it. Probably need to clean it up, but once again, the leather is lovely, and I love the colour. So I'll move these closer. On to the pouches once again. The beautiful multicolored one. Love it. I have used it, but I don't use it as much because I don't want to dirty her. And look how beautiful she is. Oh, so lovely. I went through a stage where I was buying pouches as well. But I think the best one that I've had in my collection is this little one. I love the size. She's not too big, she's not too large. I love how it's got the chain. I just love this one. What has she got in it? Oh yes, she has hairbands in her. So I will take her on holidays and just put my medication in, or a lipstick. So she gets used off and on. At the moment I'm not using her, but she does have hair ties in her, so I must have used her sometimes. I think last holiday, or when we went away, I might have taken her on holidays with us. This one, when I first bought her, she is, well, I have what I call it the baby and the mummy. This is the mummy. So I bought the baby first in New York with my first Louis Vuitton handbag. I went and bought, I bought the Solly from Soho, that handbag, and then I went and bought the Artsy from Fifth Avenue, and then I wanted to get this as well, so I got this from Fifth Avenue. So she has been used more. So once again, can wipe it down, well and truly worth it. So she's years old. And then I think in Brisbane or somewhere else, I can't remember where I got this one, I decided I need the bigger one. I definitely need the mummy. I had the baby, and really hardly used her, but I am using her at the moment beside my bedside table. What I do is I put my thyroid meds, I've got chewing gum, I've got hair ties, headache tablets. So what I do is I have that beside my bed. I wake up in the morning, I take my thyroid meds because I've got a thyroid problem, and I use it that way. So once again, some of these small leather goods, you don't use them at the time because your lifestyle is different, but then your lifestyle changes and you go back and you start using these things. So I'm not being too hard on myself with buying these things, because I think that eventually they get used. What do you want, Belle? Sit down, please, Belle. Okay, this one, I had no Gucci in my collection, no handbag, no anything. So I thought I'm just going to dip my toe into Gucci a little bit. So I decided I would buy this pouch, and of course I wanted something a bit different that was sort of, I'm not going to say gaudy Gucci, but you know, very Gucci-esque, let's say. And you know, the stripe there was Gucci, the print was Gucci, but the reason I really like this one, I haven't used her a lot, is she fits so much in. You don't have to be precious with her, you can wipe it down. Yeah, so she's good. I need to start using her a bit more. She's got a dirty mark on it. I need to probably start looking at maybe separating my lipsticks and putting them in one and doing all that. So that, let me see, we'll move these over. So these are my extra pieces. Right, this, I still love this. This is the handbag charm. I'll get pictures closer up of this, but this is a handbag charm. I am not a handbag charm girl as such, okay? I sort of go on and off things, but I remember seeing this years before I got it, and it was the only handbag charm I really liked or I really wanted. I remember Anton showing me a couple and I went, no, 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 and I don't think I could get this for a while, and I think it came back on the Gucci, not Gucci, on the Louis Vuitton web page or website, and I think we went to Melbourne and I actually saw it and I thought I'm going to grab that because I've always wanted it, and I still love this one. Of all the bag charms I have, this one is definitely my favourite, and I think once I had that I was probably quite satisfied. So that is beautiful, still love her, but I have 3 more here, and I did go through a stage, and the reason I bought these was not so much to put on handbags, even though you can. I bought these because I thought I'm going to become a collector of Louis Vuitton and part of their history and what they stand for. So let me just show you what I mean. So, hardly use these. This was my first one, and it actually is a bit bent. I don't know why that is. This one is the trunk, and I was collecting what the company was about. So being, you know, a travel company, trunk company, I wanted to get some part of the history and keep it as a keepsake. So I don't regret having these. They obviously can go on handbags. This one always bent. I don't know why. I should try and, but anyway. But I still love these, but I am not buying any more bag charms. I just don't need them. I'm not a bag charm girl. I think I'm not a bag charm girl because I like a lot of print. I like a lot of colour. And I just think I look like a Christmas tree if I wear too many of these things. So that one, I think that was my first one. Another one which is all about travel as well. This one is didn't bend like the other, so these are all made of canvas. So you know, travel again, the hot air balloon. I loved the colour. I think it came with a few other colours. I don't regret having them, like I said, but I just wouldn't go overboard. I might put them on my bags one day and just use them how maybe they're supposed to be used. And my last one, I believe this is the last one I bought, and see, they slightly bend, I know, being leather. This one actually needs to be repaired because I think I did try and put it on a bag and obviously this is gone. I need to probably take that back and get that repaired. This one was all about when the history, as I said before, was when clients years ago for Louis Vuitton, years and years ago, many years ago, the clients who spent a lot, Louis Vuitton would send them flowers in sort of these trunks, probably made of cardboard or something, or wood, I'm not too sure, years ago, but that's the history behind that. The well-to-do clientele would get the flowers every year to say thank you for buying and supporting Louis Vuitton, and it just has this beautiful pink peach on the back, so love that as well. Oh, and look at this. I remember I got a lot of these little bags. I said, oh, I've never got a little bag. And Antoine went and got me a few. And I think I gave a couple away to a friend too. So that was lovely, Antoine. He was lovely. So that's that piece. Chloe, what is this? So, oh, yes, I think I know what this piece is. This was a piece that I bought not long ago. I was in Singapore. It is the letter A. This is a handbag charm. I decided to buy this. Once again, just got carried away with the moment. I mean, I love it. I do love it. It can go both ways. It wasn't overly expensive. I don't really like it that way. I think it looks too cheap, but that way I do like. So I have that on my Speedy or one of my bags. Oh, does it have the price tag in here? What does it say? Oh, it says made in Italy. And you know, you get still get the little cards with the I bought this, let me see. Oh, I bought this last year, 27th of January 2019 in Singapore. 2 Bayford Avenue, shop blah blah blah. Okay, so that's where I got that. It's nice to keep all those things because then you can look back and see where I bought it if you forget, and you know. So that. My first Dior piece, I don't own any Dior. I am aiming at the moment for maybe a Dior bag or another Chanel, but I just wanted a little bit of Dior. Brisbane got a Dior store a year or two ago, so I just thought I'll go in and have a look. And of course, when you go in and have a look, of course you come out with something. So this is just a little piece. Obviously they wrapped it nicely, but what I got is the Dior brooch with the crystals. So I do love this piece. I just think it's so beautiful, so feminine. So I should probably wear this more in winter on my denim jackets. I like to put brooches on denim jackets, so that one. Then I obviously have a few Chanel costume jewelry pieces. And I remember years ago getting the camellia on these, and I was so happy because my first bag I got from a Chanel. I never got the camellia. Didn't have a really good experience. My first bag was my GST and I never got a camellia, and I was really upset about that. So when I got these, I was really excited. So we'll start with the little one. Little one I think should be earrings. So they do package them up really nicely. Once again, costume jewelry. Do I want to spend too much more? I think what I'd really like is one of the long necklaces from Chanel, which I've never got. I'm going to have to take a close-up of these, but anyway, they're just little earrings. So I'll put those there. This, I think, is the necklace, because it's in the bigger... So it is the matching necklace to match those earrings. What's wrong, Belle? Sit down, honey. Yes, Mummy's nearly finished, okay? This, I'm a real pearl girl. Let me just see if I can, it's all twisted. Take close-ups of these because you won't be able to see them. But it is the same sort of necklace. Is it the Baroque? I don't know if it was the Baroque collection. It's the earrings are the ones that haven't got the all the little jewels in. I wanted to get something that was a bit more that was a bit, wasn't as delicate, that's the word, not as delicate. So I think it might have been the Baroque collection, and it's got the pearl on the end, and I love this one because it can hang low or longer, so well and truly worth it. I'm happy to have these pieces in my collection. I'm just not going to go overboard on, well, I say that, I probably will. I'm just watching how I spend my money, where I spend my money. So that one. And this one I love, and I have used this not a lot, but I've used it a bit, is the Chanel brooch. Once again, I didn't want anything with lots of, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, I didn't want anything with a lot of pearls or diamantes in it, because I know they're beautiful, but I just know there's a risk of them all falling out. Belle? Alright, nearly finished, nearly finished. Okay, so that, and then I just had to add my Tiffany Co necklace, which I'm wearing at the moment. It's a little heart. I love this. My husband gave this to me for a Mother's Day early wedding anniversary. It came in this box, and I absolutely adore it. It's my favorite piece, and yeah, I just love it. So it was a surprise. I didn't know I was getting it. So the last things I have are my scarves and my bandeaus. So these bandeaus, I think, why did I bother wasting my money? But these are the two I have, and I don't put them on my handbags, not very often. I should do that, but I think I've worn them like maybe like that once and tied like that. But this is the one I got first, and it was just, for me, just a traditional LV. That. The next one I got, I've been asked if I wanted to sell this, but I don't want to. I got this because of the history of the company. I mean, this is amazing, this one. I love this one. I think I ordered online. It came to my home. It was all nicely wrapped. So that was a really good experience. But like the travel, the history of the travel again. On the back, we have Louis Vuitton with the clock. It's a really nice piece, this. This would be nice if you had a long frame or something, but anyway, it is beautiful. This is a Burberry scarf. I got it at an outlet overseas. I don't even know if it's a real scarf. It says it was. I'm not too sure. It's got the Burberry. It looks like it is, but made in England, 100% cashmere. But another piece that I just keep because it just goes with a lot of things because of the colour. These, as most people will know, they pull a lot, but I do love this one, and I use this probably the most out of all my scarves. It's got I think I just like the colour. It's got that colour there, and then it has that. Has it got lots of pulls in it? Yes. I don't mind so much because to me it's a practical piece you can use. Belle? No, Belle. Okay, all right, fair enough. Don't scratch anything. This one I got in Singapore. This is my latest one, and it is one of these, what do you call it, a shawl. I got this because in air conditioning, if I go away, I live in a subtropical climate, so I'm not going to be using this much, but I love this. I took this on the plane last time I went overseas, and I'm not too precious. I wear it on my shoulders. I use it as a pillow. It's just beautiful. I love that. From Singapore, like I said. This one is a Louis Vuitton scarf, which is the smaller than the other one, so it's that short rectangular shape. And I got this one in Sydney because I love the colour and because I just wanted her. So that one I should use more, but she is gorgeous. And my last one, which I probably use more, is my Burberry scarf, which is in the sort of the pinks and purple, maroons, burgundy, black, and I love the check on that. So that is my whole collection. Will I add to it? I might add one or two more pieces, but I think I'm fairly much done with a lot of the small items. But if you've got any questions, leave them down below. And don't forget, everyone, Ada loves style. See you again next time. Bye. If you like this video, please subscribe, push like, and follow me on Instagram. And don't forget, everyone, Ada loves style. See you again next time. Bye.